Shooting baskets with his kids has become a tradition for Kevin Ziegler. 2 years ago, he couldn't even dribble the ball without gasping for breath.
My heaviest 2 years ago was I peaked 295, and my pant size was a size 48, and I had cholesterol of 800. I had type 2 diabetes, and really bad varicose veins, bad knees.
He says he was a walking time bomb and food was his only shelter.
I love food. My mom is a great cook, and so you just enjoy food, but I also used it as a supplement for my happiness. If you're not in control of the food and you allow food to control you as an emotional or as a balance in your life, you realize that your food actually becomes your demon. It's no longer the thing that keeps you alive, it's the thing that's going to kill you.
After leaving the military at 185 pounds, Kevin was a long way from his ideal weight and an ideal life. When he couldn't find a job, he turned to food. When he didn't feel accepted, he turned to food. And every pound he lost through diets, he gained right back.
I've done the banana diet. I've done for heart patients, they have a cabbage diet. I've done the cabbage diet. I did Lindora Diet Clinic. I've done Weight Watchers. You know, I went down the whole list.
What triggered Kevin to get serious were the convicting words from his oldest son.
But when your son looks at you and says, "Dad, I don't want you to get out of the car." And I was like, "Well, why not?" And he goes, "Because my friends make fun of you." And I was like, "What do you mean your friends make fun of me?" They're like, "Well, because you're fat, Dad."
Kevin heard a commercial and began researching surgical weight loss. He learned Dr. Helmuth Billy is the best in the business and St. John's is a center of excellence for bariatrics. He then attended a free seminar hosted by Dr. Billy. It was time for Kevin to pull the trigger and undergo lap band surgery, a procedure that slows consumption of food by placing a band around the top of the stomach.
And then you gradually start to see, you know, a pound or here, you know, 2 pounds here. And then at the end of the week, you realize you lost 10 pounds the first week. And you're like, wow.
Kevin couldn't believe the surgery was really working. But success meant doing his part. New eating habits, more discipline. The combination was paying off.
I think it was 3 months into the surgery, I lost almost 30 pounds already, or 40 pounds. And I went to go put on a pair of my jeans. They're always tight, and I put them on, and I'm like, "Look at this, honey." And I lift my arms up, and they just down to the ground. I said, "Now that's a miracle," you know. And now we're 2 years in, and I weigh 194 pounds. When I went in weighing 295. And I went from a size 48 pants to a size 34. I could tie my shoes, I can go running. I'm not out of breath to do anything with my kids. My kids aren't embarrassed.
Kevin calls it a new lease on life, and he thanks Dr. Billy and St. John's for handing him the keys.
I was a walking time bomb, and I was taking life for granted. And now, because of Dr. Billy, St. John's Hospital, who really pulled me together, and even at St. John's Hospital, the team there is amazing. You feel like family when you walk in. I mean, you're nervous as all heck. You're going to have a surgery that's going to affect the rest of your life. And you see strangers, but they didn't treat you like a stranger. They called you by your name. "Hey, Kevin, how are you doing? This is what we're going to do. This is how you're going to feel. Let us know how you're feeling while you're in here. If you're uncomfortable, if you're stressed." I mean, what hospital does that? Well, I'll tell you, St. John's. St. John's cares. It's not just the name St. John's. They're true saints in there.
And Kevin's advice for anyone listening? You've tried everything else. It's time to pull the trigger on a new beginning.
If you're that guy that always has to wear their shirt in the pool, at the beach, or hides behind the umbrella, it's for you. It's your life. Take off the shirt and be proud of who you are and lose the weight. Whether it's with the help through bariatric surgery or if it's through the lap band surgery, see Dr. Billy, see St. John's. Go talk to the people that have been through this process because it's your life and you're in charge of it. And today might not be your tomorrow.